going to say something that probably nobody has ever said to you before, but if you're a feminine, listen up. He should be doing everything. He should be doing the dishes. He should be making you dinner while you put your feet up and enjoy a cold beverage that he's poured for you. He should be opening the door for you. He should be driving. He should be going grocery shopping. He should be picking up the kids when he can from certain lessons and school and whatever. He should be taking the kids out to give you a break, to give you a minute to think. He should be rubbing your feet. Okay, I could go on and on and on. The reason why I bring this up and I want to talk about this is because we have been sold the opposite. I grew up in a religious construct that quite literally, scripturally, in the canon, gives men the right to have multiple wives. And those wives in the culture were supposed to cook, clean, do everything for the man, raise all the children, do all the heavy lifting while he just went to work and brought home a paycheck. And it's quite literally the opposite. Men, I'm not going to say just men, I'm sure other people were involved in this big lie, but men created entire religions around this lie and this, what's the word? Babe, what's the word when something is not how it seems to be? Distortion. So the reason why it was distorted was because in order for a man to be able to do that for a feminine, in order for a man to be able to make your life easy and serve you, literally serve you, that is the masculine's role. That is the healed masculine's role, to serve the feminine, to be of service to the feminine, to make her life soft, to make her life sweet, to make her life easy. All of it. He does all of it. He not only goes out and makes a paycheck. He not only pays all the bills. He not only handles all the financial stress. He not only, does the dishes and goes grocery shopping and buys you things, but he also meets your emotional needs. He also carries your emotional needs. He helps you through them. He is there for you when you need a shoulder to cry on. He tells you, it's going to be okay, baby. I got you. I got us. We're going to be okay. He reassures you, even when he doesn't in his heart totally feel like he can do that. He shows up for you, and he's brave, and he takes the mantle of responsibility for your ease and your safety. And that's going to piss a lot of men off, because this is why. This is going to trigger a lot of men, and they're going to be in my comments saying, but feminines never take responsibility. They never take accountability. This is yada, yada, yada. I've heard it all, okay? The reason why men do this, and the reason why they created entire religions and social structures based on the opposite, based on the distortion, is because in order for a man to totally be of service, he has to be confident and stand on business as to who he is as a man. Because society has created this distortion that if he serves a woman, he is weak, he is a simp. There's a reason that word exists, a simp. And also, pussy. That word is another distortion in and of itself, vernacularly, because they took the word of the most powerful portal of creation on earth and they utilized it in order to symbolize weakness. So the word pussy quite literally vernacularly describes this distortion that is happening. But the reason that they created this distortion that a man serving a woman makes him weak is because in order to serve a woman and still feel like the shit, still feel like a strong masculine man that can take care of business, that has worth and value, that is the leader, the protector, he has to have done the inner work. Because when a masculine does the inner work of facing his shadow and balancing the feminine, he doesn't feel embarrassed or ashamed to be described as feminine. And also, he finds purpose and value in creating safety for the feminine because he recognizes what the feminine brings to the table when she is provided for and taken care of. He realizes it's the whole point. He realizes she creates. She is the portal to creation. She creates peace, love, harmony in the home. She pours into him. She pours into the children. She pours into the family. When she feels safe, rested, and regulated, she pours into everyone around her and quite literally creates things, creates people, literal people, and creates beauty, harmony, and joy and ideas all around her that heal the world. So he finds it a noble and righteous duty to provide safety for her because he understands that. He understands the role of the feminine, and his protection of that power is mighty. It is holy. He knows it. He loves it. He stands on business. It motivates his every move on both the macro and the micro. He not only protects her physical pragmatic safety, but he makes her life easy on the micro. He does everything. And he does it with a smile. He's happy to do it. He doesn't feel like a simp. He doesn't care if other men call him that, because he understands, the healthy masculine understands, that the only men that put other men down for loving on the feminine and protecting and providing for the feminine, they're unhealed little boys inside that have never done the holy, righteous, terrifying work that he has done to fully balance his feminine and masculine and face himself and face hard emotions and face trauma and heal. He understands the bravery it took him to do that. It quite literally created a warrior heart in him. So he is not bothered when a weak little boy who can't look at himself because he's terrified and instead hides behind gender roles and hides behind subjugating women and making women seem small and making women feel small and playing mind games so that he can get her power and her energy for free without having to earn it. A man in his fully healthy, divine, actualized masculine understands that and is not fazed by a weak little boy calling him a simp or telling him that because he creates safety and he provides for his feminine that he is somehow weak.